Hey folks, this is Magnus with Wallopus Drum Wrap and CompactDrums.com. This is just a real quick little video to show how to remove the existing wrap off of a drum. You need a few little things. You need heat. If you don't have a heat gun, you can use a blow dryer. That works fine too. You often do need one of these putty knife scraper kind of things, and a screwdriver is very handy. Wrap is held on in a few different ways. Sometimes it's just held on right at the seam here with double-sided tape. And those are the easiest to get off. Sometimes it's held on with double-sided tape at the seam and a couple of strips like this, one step harder to remove. And sometimes it's adhered all the way around. Either way, heat is the key. You've got to heat up all the adhesive. Well, you can take wrap off without heating it up, but you're going to end up taking some of the wood off too, and you probably don't want to do that. So heat is the key. You do need to use heat everywhere where there is adhesive, attached to the drum shell. If you're dealing with an older drum, with old-fashioned drum wrap made of something called acetate, you've got to use some caution because with heat, that type of drum wrap catches on fire very easily. So if you're dealing with an older drum, you're going to want to keep some water really close nearby and a big wet towel or something like that. Actually, it's a good idea to have that regardless, because you never know. With enough heat, anything will catch on fire. So we're going to get started. So what I'm going to do first is heat up right here. Once I get the first overlap undone, I'll be able to tell what we're up against next. So let's start with that. Once you get it heated, I don't know if it shows on the camera, but once you get it heated, because the wrap starts to bubble, you'll actually see where it's held in place. You can see a very distinct line right here where there is a strip of double-sided tape. I'm just going to heat that a little bit more. You can't heat it too much, I mean, unless you heat so much that you char the wood, you don't want to do that. But other than that, too much heat is better than too little heat. You don't want to risk tearing off any of the outer ply of the shell. I use a screwdriver just to get in under the wrap and lift it up. The scraper tool is more for if the wrap is fully adhered to the shell, or if there is strips of double adhesive tape along the edges, then we need to use the scraper tool. But if there isn't any of those two, then we're okay to just use the screwdriver. This one is just held on with double-sided tape, but it's pretty stubborn, double-sided tape. Be careful with your fingers because the wrap does get very hot when you heat it up with the heat gun. Also, you want to be a little bit careful with your bearing edges when you're doing this. You might notice that I'm not overly cautious with them because I tend to cut new ones anyway, but not everybody does that. So unless you're gonna cut new bearing edges, take care of them. Maybe put something soft underneath. So we can tell right away here that at least there's something else holding it on other than just the one at the seam, and we're going to see if it's just another strip of double adhesive tape, which you see quite often, another one, or if it's held on the whole way. We won't know until we get a little further in. Lucky us, there's only 2 strips. Then, one more to go. This is where it's held on. This is where we have to be very cautious. Make sure we use plenty of heat. Better too much than too little, because otherwise we are going to take with us a little bit of the outer ply of the shell. There it is, hold on. Now, if you want to find out the easiest way to remove this sticky stuff, the double adhesive tape, check out, I have a video series on this channel as well called Do It Yourself Optimized Compact Players Kit. And one of the first episodes, maybe the very first episode, or second episode I think, shows the easiest method of getting rid of this sticky, gooey, double adhesive sticky stuff. Thanks for tuning in.